Hello there, guys. Welcome to my channel and welcome back to the next episode of Project Hospital. Shit. Okay, of Project Hospital. So, we are going to as we said before, this game is partially building game, partially playing as a doctor, partially managing everything already as it runs. And you have to take care of the budget, the money, and all sort of things. This time, in order to be able to run this hospital later properly, I'm actually working on the design work and the actual hospital building element of it. All right, so we're there. We stopped. That's good. Okay, so here's the deal. Last time when you guys were here, so this is our first floor, which is our basically the clinics, right? And we have this little ER hospitalization, basically observation only, and two trauma centers on the first floor, and we actually built a little bit more. That was a bit earlier what we did here, and we actually designed it in, but we haven't actually built some of the parts. We even have some staff which we might get rid of at one point, because when we are controlling everything, we can make sure that we don't have that many people. But actually, instead of getting rid of, maybe we're gonna end up like trying to send them some other places where they can be useful. I'm not sure. Now, here's the thing. When I originally planned this whole thing, I was like, okay, so every floor would be pretty much, well, originally I wanted to like every floor is one department. And then I said every floor would be two departments. So, yeah, we have such a huge place there. But then I realized that, for example, I decided, okay, the ICU would be, let's say, on the top. I would have 3 ICU rooms, which is 12 people. I have everything there, what I need, even including the rest, the wait, what is it, the common room and everything. And basically, that's all it needs. It doesn't need a bigger one. I don't think that we will need more than 12 people in ICU. And it's because the game still has its limitations. It's not going to give you 200-300 people. If it could go up like infinitely, like the number of people who come in. And by the way, if it's possible, let me know in a comment, or if you come in here and tell me in person, that's good too. But I don't think that anybody's here right now. So please let me know in a comment. Is it possible to increase the total people to come in without physically telling the game, oh, I want this particular insurance like this. Right now it says 28, 17, 28, and 11, and you can only have 4. So is it possible to, for instance, open all of the insurance companies and then let all of them send like 30 people? Then it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We would end up like at least 200 people. Obviously, that would be much more computer power needed and everything. So that's why they are limiting it, because they have to keep track of everybody and everybody's sickness and everything. But would it be possible? That's actually one question. Or just simply saying that all of these could be like, in a general way, having some multiplication or whatever, that they would send more people if we want. But right now, if you have, for example, 84 people, I'm not even sure I can handle all of them. But at some point, it could be cool that if I build up the hospital, and fully build in everything as I said, that could be cool. The problem is that it's not going to happen. So for example, actually, while you guys were away, this is what I did while you were here, and I started to work on the cardiology. So I actually planned out the cardiology department. It's not perfect, but I try to make it as good as possible. Um, and I did it in a way that it can be walled off. That's the whole idea. And my idea here is that every department would have its own elevator spaces allocated. So if you go downstairs to the first floor, you can see, if you go downstairs, you can see that we have the ER department here, and we have two elevators here, right? And ER would go to the ER emergency, and also I would put that direct line with the ICU. And then you go for general surgery here, you have um, two elevators here, okay? Then you go for internal medicine here, you would have one elevator here, okay? And then you go for orthopedia, you have one elevator here. Of course, they can also use this one if they, no, they cannot, hold on, let me explain. And then you have cardiology, you have two elevators for which we're only using one so far. And then you have neurology, you have one elevator here. Where is it? Yeah, this one is for neurology. Infectious disease, actually, when you come in, even to go up to the clinics, which we haven't done, that's the only portion that we haven't done the clinic for. You actually go up the elevator. And then you have the traumatology also having one elevator here. Okay? So everywhere, and if you take a look upstairs, these elevators are nicely just popping out everywhere. That's why if I add an elevator, it's only 1,999, but it actually right now has 6 floors. Actually, it becomes like 12,000. Now, my idea is that, for example, if the second floor, my plan, if it stays like that it's only for infectious disease. By the way, the others haven't popped up yet because I only built this couple. Okay, I made already the plan for this, and apparently when you make a plan for it, it also copies down all the way, right? But I didn't actually build it up. So apparently I have to make the plans maybe for each of them on the top, and then it's gonna be like the whole place is like, at least you see where it is. So my idea is that if, for example, cardiology is here, if I have some other departments around, I'm gonna have it sealed off, okay? In other words, you cannot just wander around from cardiology, you cannot just go around to another place wherever you want. Or maybe what I would do is I'm gonna have like one door, let's say between here and there is a department here, and I would let these people only like make it blue, I believe, that only, if somebody has to take some people on the stretcher to the other place, maybe only it would work. Oh, I'm not sure. So that's the idea. Now, as my original idea was, if, for example, this whole place, like, look at this. I think this place, I planned it for internal medicine. Okay. If this fills up the whole floor as I plan, like for example on this floor, my plan was to have, I believe, neurology, and what else? Oh, actually, I planned origin cardiology here. Okay, so that's kind of already messing up with the plans. If that was the case, then it would be just filling up the whole hospital. However, we might not fill up the whole place. Now, if that's the case, then I would, for example, this place is for neurology. Um, I would, like this one is coming from the infectious disease. I'm just going to wall it off. Like there is nobody can actually enter from here. Okay, that's the plan. Now, right now, the problem I have, as I said, is that if I go up to what I just designed, I designed already the cardiology department, the cardiology hospitalization, and I don't think that it can get any bigger. I designed with two HDU units, which is 8 people. One, two, three, basically 12 um, people in a excuse me, general hospital. Baby, can you give me some water? General hospital. I have one room, on-call room, and nurses station, but that should be more than enough because that's 6 people each. Okay. Two operation rooms, which, by the way, hold on. If you have an operation room, you need one doctor, actually 2 doctors, actually 3 doctors, pretty much. One surgeon, one assistant, one anesthesiologist, 2 nurses. Hmm. So if I have 2 surgeries at the same time, this is not enough. We need more people. So I think I'm going to have to extend this a little bit more. And I have to figure out a way how. Oh, this is why it's good that I haven't actually built it. Now, right now, of course, we don't have any operation and everything yet. But if I want to be able to have 2 operations at a time, these people they're not going to be enough because they also have to take care of 5 rooms. So I think we need at least double. Now, obviously, what I could also do is I'm going to use prefab rooms, basically. So if I'm at cardiology and I say there is an on-call room, let's say here, let's take a quick look here. We have 6 tables, right? I can actually somehow stretch it out that there are 8 people or even 10 people squeezed in here, but that would be not really comfortable, you know? So I don't really plan to do that. So you know what? Maybe have a floor for a department is not crazy after all. Okay? Now, again, I made it a standard that every corridor that I have is 2 wide. Some people make it 3 wide. I've even seen people building hospitals 4 wide. Maybe that's a better idea, but then again, I don't think that we're gonna have that big a crowd anywhere that it would cause a problem. But I think now I'm thinking that I'm actually gonna push this a little bit aside. Basically, I'm gonna have 2 more of these here. Maybe put another rest place like here. And then have the regular ward. Um, These cannot go together because you have to go into the surgery from the side. However, maybe I can put them here. Okay, guys, I think I still have to redesign this a little bit, and that's the whole point. So I want to design everything first, and then there is a possibility that I would have to, instead of 6 floors, maybe end up just with, maybe end up with only 3 floors, depending how much you need. But apparently, for a place like cardiology, you actually, and I think pretty much all the others need this whole setup, and that's what we're kind of going to copy. I think it's just different names for everything, but pretty much the same thing, I guess. So we can, I know again, it's not that artistic or something, but basically, if I come up with a good design, I'm gonna try to use it as much as possible for all the other departments. Having said that, just like I did on the first floor, remember, the first floor is basically, other than this area, everything is basically the same structure, and it works so far pretty well. So if it's not broken, why fix it? That's the old, age-old saying, right? So why don't we do that now? So what I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna do a little change here. I'm gonna get rid of these two, and I'm gonna say the surgery, the operating unit is gonna work 6 times 12 back to back. I might even open them up against each other. I'm not even sure. And I'm gonna have one more. I'm gonna have one more of these each. An encore room, 6 times 10, right? And the nursery station, 6 times 10. There you go. We're gonna finish up the corridor. Sorry for that. Okay, now, obviously we're gonna have to push things a little bit out. So I'm gonna get rid of these two for now. Now, as you can see, originally it was an internal medicine thing, so that's why it becomes all empty. But that's all right, doesn't really matter. So what I'm thinking of is the size of a, what is it? The launch is 8 times 6. But as you can see, my plan was originally like that actually you can extend it, like build another one right next to it and just remove the wall. And then, of course, just move a couple of plants or this or that around a little bit to make it better. So what I'm thinking is how about if I make actually even like we're gonna have like 8 plus 12. You have 20 people, and of course nobody is not gonna be everybody coming at the same time, but it's only enough for like 4 visitors, right? So that's not ideal. How about if I make the launch, I'm gonna make them like separate, but actually it's gonna be one at the same at the end. This one is how long? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so this is gonna be like 6 times 8, and 6 times 8, and maybe even more, maybe have even, we don't need that big a launch. Now I'm also thinking that at the end of the day, if there is an other department, we might end up like doing a common area with all the, again, this is like a question, because if I have a common area with all the visitors, then they can like wander around from one place. I don't want everybody just, for example, uh, bringing up the stretcher somebody with here and then taking to the, I try to keep it in an orderly fashion, if you know what I mean. So this one, two, three. Okay, this one is like 10, right? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. No, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 12. Actually, yeah, because it seems that we have to extend this area anyway. What would be here if I do that? Because now I just realized that I kind of have more space that I originally planned for, because I had to extend this one. I still want to put two more of these. One would fit right here, but then the other one to where? And by the way, you hold on. If you want to go into this one of these, where do you go? From the side. So it's actually from the 8th place. So you have to go in from here, not from here. And it's actually good because I want this area to be sealed off. Like nobody can go there other than the doctors. I'm even going to put it right now. Okay, this is only for people who are doing the surgery. Although, yeah, I think that's okay too, because that's also, it means that staff on air patients must have permission invitation if they have to go do a thing. They will go there. That's fine. Um, that's 12. Hold on, this one is, how big is this? Hold on. I made it into, this is 8, right? So this one is only 6. Oh, sorry. No. What did I just do there? Sorry, regular word, of course. Sorry. um, Sorry guys. I'm kind of wondering what the best way to do it, because obviously this one here is, we can arrange all these differently. I felt it was just so perfect, but then I realized it's not going to be enough for these people. So, especially because, and we're going to have to, okay, you know what? I'm going to have an other, how about if I have an other common room here, which is what, 8 times 6, is it? 8 times 6, yeah. Regular word. This one is, uh, if I do 12, that's 1, 2, 3 x, 4 extra, right? These people would go on from here. Should I have like one more of these? Like make this launch like really big? Like this maybe? But then they would have to go in from here, which means that 1, 2 would be used up as well. So it's only 1, 2, 3, 4. That's enough for a toilet. Um, well, if I put a toilet next to it, basically, sorry guys, I have to figure these things out. So if I put a toilet around here, let's put it like, sorry, let's put it like, uh, hold on, put a toilet here and then, oh no, I can, yeah, if I put a toilet here, and then it's just 3 times, we can make that slightly bigger, why not? But then what about all this space here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 times 6. Actually, it's exactly 16. You know what? Screw this. I am going to go and use the common room. The lounge is gonna be here. Like this. This is gonna be the lounge. Okay? And then we can actually build. Now, what else do we need? We have to remember what I don't have right now. I'm gonna have now the regular wards here. So that's gonna be like what? 6 times 12? And then 6 times 12 right here. So should I just only have 2 regular wards then? Maybe. Would that be enough? 8 people. Or should I have like 12 here? Um, no, that would be too much extra space, but I'm thinking of putting one more common room actually. 6 times 8 somewhere. Let's see, regular wards I want. If this is 6, that would be like too far away, right? Starting from here, it would be 12 times 6. Let's just try this. Like this. And like this. How about like, hold a minute, common room, if I put here 8, like this, and then I'm gonna have another regular word here. Okay, I might need to redo, hold on, let's take a look at the regular word. The door would be a little bit inconvenient place there. However, it could be like this facing this way, why not? Like facing each other. That's not a big problem. In that case, I can put one more regular word here. 6 and up until here. However, this regular word you wouldn't be able to get into, so that's not a good idea. Okay, how about if I put my regular word back here? 12. And then I put my common room here. 8. Here. How about like here? Here. I would put a cleaning closet. 3 here. 3 here. And what else do I miss then now? Then we need the lunch. And that would be 8 times 6, like here. And 8 times 6, look at that. I think we got it. I think we got it. So, yeah, I think this is good. The only thing is, actually, this is not even bad. because that's just a corridor. There you go, look at that, guys. I think we figured this out. No. This is a problem. Because I don't know how to get here. I have to let people come in this regular ward somehow. And I have to let people actually go there. I believe I cannot, you know, they have to be able to go there, not just when they are allowed to. So how? Because the sizes are kind of annoying, you know? This could fit over there nicely. Actually wouldn't. But it would be like 2 extra here, right? But a regular word would be like missing here. Now I could of course do it from here, but then nobody can go to the other side of the toilet, which normally I have a door both sides. You know, it's men and women. They are separated. However, we could just simply make one of the men, one for the men and one for the women, and they are happy, right? So then this whole thing, I move it a little bit further. You cannot go behind here, so I'm actually gonna cut this whole thing off. Yeah, why not? So there is two toilets, right? So one is for men, one is for women. I'm not sure if it's enough for so many people here, but sorry about that. I think it should be okay. We'll see when it operates, and if necessary, we can do adjustments. So let's actually change things up here. So this one, you actually do the bathroom from here. This one, I actually would say let's. Yeah, we're gonna put the regular word here. 12. And then we're gonna put the other regular word here. And this is the place we're gonna put the encore room. Here, and we're gonna have a cleaning closet. And to be honest, we don't even need to be so concerned about it. Let's just make it a nice big cleaning closet. How about that? Okay. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to be, again, this one have to be like this. This one has to be like this. Actually, I'm not sure about that. So let's not do that, but corridor. Actually, this, make sure that it's a corridor, but also make it blue here. Nobody can, Yeah, let's make it. Actually, I could even make it restricted, but why would anybody have permission to go there anyway? So it's the same thing essentially. So, okay, I think it's good. So when people come in, if they want to visit anybody, they can, if there is one, two, and three, and we can have the common rooms. Now, if it's already like that, no, I cannot put the common rooms here because then they wouldn't be able to enter it. You have to enter from the side, from here. Unless, of course, I totally rework it, which could be possible. Like you enter it from the side somewhere. It's not something that I cannot do, actually. Why not? Because what I'm thinking, guys, is that why don't we have all these rooms together and then we have an area for meeting? But the area for meeting, I believe, generally is closer to the, should be like closer to the, it's okay. I think it's good. I think it's good. All right, so we extended it a little bit, and I think we got to where we wanted. The only thing is we had to add these two, and that wasn't e. Oh, sorry, that's wrong. Hold on, that's a common room, not an encore room. I apologize. There you go. Now I'm not sure that two toilets like this is gonna be enough for the whole place, but well, I hope so. And we also have two different places that people can actually go to rest. And I think they need it because we have, when it's fully stuffed, I'm gonna have a lot of people here. Okay, so anyway, this is the cardiology, which I thought that I'm just gonna show you guys that this was the result. Now, I don't think that it's gonna grow any bigger, would it? I'm really not sure. But as you can see, the size is definitely bigger. It would already, like, the size is roughly as the cardiology and the neurology was originally. Okay, now the neurology is here. I definitely cannot have the neurology on top like that because there is no space. Okay, what I mean, there is no space, that the elevator would come up somewhere here, which obviously I cannot have. Actually, I have to worry about. Do I have to worry about it? I think so, because the elevator. Uh-oh, that can be a trouble. Hold on. I didn't consider that, and I should. That they're gonna be here, a 4x4 space. Is it 4x4? How big is this? Well, the actual elevator space is only 4x4. Should. I totally forgot about that. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I have to test it out. So I'm gonna save. Let's say, elevator test. Okay, save the game. Because this is something, I have to test out, but I'm gonna spend actually a ton of money right now on this. Oh, which I don't want. So let's say the elevator. We build an elevator right here. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's build an elevator right. Doesn't matter which direction, right here. Okay, now I'm scared to see what's gonna happen. Yep. That, ladies and gentlemen, is not a good thing. That's not a good thing. I totally forgot about that. Okay, I have to, obviously, I'm gonna go back and load that original one. But ladies and gentlemen, that is a problem which I didn't count with. I was even showing you guys that this is what we have to deal with, and I totally forgot. I made it so beautiful, and probably I'm not even, this is the only one that I have a problem with. So, I think what I have to do right now is I actually have to plan out all the elevators first before I can move. Because whatever happens, whichever floor I put this cardiology, it's gonna have, I cannot put it anywhere else in the building. It's gonna be definitely here. And then it's definitely gonna have this issue. So, where was it? Hold on. If we have that, there is, I believe, a space. I don't know why I did that, but there is a space here between this and this, right? Okay, so going up, I'm gonna have to have an elevator planner, and that's actually this one, elevator planner, right here. Now let's see, if we go down, it's already there everywhere. Okay, so I will, okay, before I go any further, and before I screw up anything else, this is such a bad place. Now, it's not a big deal itself because the elevator is still not going to be all the way out there, and I'm just going to wall it off, but that means it's cut into one. I have to make this whole place at least one longer, which itself wouldn't be a big issue, but then I won't have any toilet. So I might have to put the toilet like behind this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 6. Yeah, apparently we need some more work done here. But okay, let's actually first, before anything, let's actually plan all the elevators down here. Otherwise, all my planning work is gonna go out the window. So we have, I'm just gonna say a launch, doesn't matter. From this elevator here, it's gonna be 22 space in between, okay? But I think, haven't I built that? No. So from here, we're gonna have 22. Okay, obviously it's not gonna be a lounge there, but I'm gonna have an elevator planner. And what department was that? That was for the general surgery department, and there are two of them. Okay, so general surgery, elevator planner, here, here, and there is one for, I think it was orthopedia. That's right. Again, with one space around there. So I have to play with that as a given, unfortunately. So, and I should have done that from the beginning. So that's my fault. I totally forgot that the elevators go all the way, and apparently you cannot get rid of them. That's actually kind of stupid, but it is what it is. And then what do you have? Where else do we have elevators? These two, and then you have these two. We already have them, right? We built both of them, I believe. Yeah, we have both of them, okay. And luckily there is nothing next to them. And then we're gonna have an elevator here. Let's see how far are you from here. There's a 28 gap. Okay, 28 gap. At 28 gap here. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 5, and the 6 is the one. Okay, so let's put an elevator planner. And which one is that? What department is that? That is going to be the traumatology. Yeah. Okay, so the traumatology is gonna be from, hold on, again. Let's just do an operating room, which obviously not gonna work like this. Over there. So the third from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this one here. Okay. So elevator planner. We have one, two, three, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this one here, right? I hope I put it to the right place. Yes, I think I did. Okay, so that's one. And then we have this one here, which is kind of in a silly place. Oh, there is one here. That's how do we find this? Okay, so we have the 10th and 4th. So 10, 4th here. Okay, so let's just go to, this is going to be infectious. Oh, we already have that. No need. Okay, so we have that one is done already, and we have one more. For the internal is a bit offset here. Look at that. It's not proper. I'm going to do like an elevator planner, which is obviously impossible. So basically 32, but one to the right. 32. So the 33rd one is the one and one to the right, and that's going to be internal. So here, 32, but it's actually 33 here. So right there, we have internal medicine elevator planner right here. I believe it was like this. Let's actually see it. Go down, go down, go down, go down, go down. Perfect. Okay, do we have any more elevators, guys? That's kind of annoying. So we do have 1, 2, 3 here, 1 here, 1, 2, 3 here, 2 here, 1, 1, 1. Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3 here, 1 here, 1, 2, 3 here, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, how many elevators altogether? Let's not screw around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 elevators total. Okay, sorry guys. We have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hold on, I didn't count with those. Oh yeah, I didn't count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 11. Yeah. Okay, so we have all the elevators planned out. Now it's kind of sucks because this means we have to work around this one. This is horrible. This is, I mean, not horrible, but totally something I wasn't ready for. Now it's gonna be a wall here. So I cannot even have like a proper corridor here. I don't want to anyway, so that's fine because I told you I'm gonna wall this place off right here. There's gonna be an elevator and it's gonna be wall, so that's fine. But that means that my regular ward has to start right here. And we might end up again messing around that we're gonna do something different. I need toilet space though, too, obviously. This I'm just gonna make it like a corridor, but doesn't really matter because it's not even gonna be, it doesn't even have to be cleaned. I think I'm not even gonna clean this area. It's gonna be kind of like behind everything. We'll see. Might end up doing that. So now we have an area of 11 times 3. Perfect. Like, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Actually, 3 times 2. 1, 2, 3. We don't need that much of a space there. Oh, this is so annoying, guys. I'm glad I found it out because otherwise it would have been a big trouble, but it is so silly, you know? When you make a perfect plan and you are like, just good, and then you have to mess the whole thing up again. Okay, how much is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we don't go anywhere behind here, how about if I put this here? Then it's only one here. And then we can have the toilet. Yeah, let's actually do something like that. Right now it's like again starting all over again. Let's just put the toilet here so that actually it's nicely on the other side. Let's put the launch. Extend all the way here, that's fine. Only thing, how much is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's make it 6. So you know what? Since we already have to screw around like this, why don't I just give like this, okay? Which means that this would end up being a corridor. Hold on. So that they can actually come in from here. But no, it looks better if I don't. No, sorry. Sorry, guys. I think it's better if it's open from there. So I'm going to change the internal. It's going to be a big launch. So I'm going to change the way it looks anyway. And then if I put one regular word here, how would it fit? It wouldn't. Actually, I mean, I don't like to do that normally, but like this lunch, if I put two together, we can actually get rid of one. I mean, it doesn't have to be this thick, right? It can be like one off a little bit, right? So let's just imagine that for a second. If I put it here, 12, like this, and I put it here, regular word, that's a bit too much. Actually, from here, like this, obviously this one would be nothing here. Sorry. Like this. No, that doesn't work because then Well, another way we could do it is just simply having the regular ward being like, hold on, like this, and then one like this. Yeah, but we don't want, yeah, you know what? Here is what we're gonna do. It's gonna be like this. How did I think of that? Hold on, I just had the idea. Yeah, if it's like this, there you go. And yeah. And then this one, I'm just make it a little bit smaller. Okay, because it's gonna be actually one. Okay. So then we have one, you can actually go in from here easily, right? Okay, you can still ward off. Okay, is there anything that I don't have right now? Let's look at the time because time is running, but I think we have everything now, right? So we have, and we can ward this off still as we planned. Like this. How about that? So we would wall this place off, so it's not visible there. That's fine. Okay, can I make it a corridor here? What happens down there? Oh, it still stays there. Okay. So I don't destroy anything with that. It's officially going to count as a corridor here. The reason I want to do it is because I want these people to actually clean the place up, you know? I want it to be cleaned here. Now this one is obviously not going to be cleaned, so whatever. Actually, I'm going to make the whole thing as a... yeah, I mean, I already planned it out, so it's fine, right? Not sure. You know what? Let's just put it back there just to make sure that we don't forget, because if I change it again and I forget about it, it could be annoying. When we actually build it, we're going to change it. Okay? Yeah, that's how I think yeah, I think it's better if I keep it like this. All right, so we have two rest areas. We do have enough space for cleaning. We have two restrooms. We have 1, 2, 3 regular wards, normal sized. We have a nice almost 2 lounge, a little bit smaller, but actually we're gonna still have the same number of seats and everything. We have the 2 elevators. We have enough place for the nurses and doctors. We have 2 operating rooms, and we have a little. We have all the what is it? And why does the color disappear all the time? I don't know that. Okay. All right. I think so. Yeah. My original. Oh, hold on. I have to actually clean this mess up, because obviously we don't have this thing here, okay? All right, so we're only gonna have two elevators here, obviously. The third one is not ours, and it's gonna be walled off. And we have this whole area for cardiology, which means this area is for internal medicine. I can actually put it in the same place. I just have to remember, why do I have two of them? This one is for internal medicine and this one is for actually traumatology. Yes, I'm ready, baby. Just a second. This one is going to be for traumatology. So again, we now know it and we have to work around it. But I'm going to actually build up the hospitalization of the internal medicine here. And at the end of the day, we might have to cut some of the floors off. I don't know if you can cut off the floor and it comes down automatically, or I have to like take a photo and just replicate this whole thing that I did. Luckily, the whole building is the same all the way. Anyway, guys, I unfortunately don't have any more time. This is what we could do, but I think we made a little progress. I kind of messed up by not having the elevators first planned out, so I had to rework a lot of things. But this looks good. The problem is I cannot 100% replicate it for other departments because other departments would have like different, for example, elevators coming in the way and stuff like that. But I think it's a good thing. And I'm gonna try to keep it on the top floor, so we'll see how it works. All right, guys, thank you so much for coming for now. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you like what you see. Um, and we're going to continue it from here next time. Thank you again for coming. Hope you enjoyed it and see you guys later.